What's up, everyone? How's it going? So I am in my pretty crappy garage, but I want to introduce someone to you guys. It's very important in my life. Very special person. Her name is Thunder. So Thunder's my motorcycle. She is a Harley Davidson Iron 883 with the Stage 1. And yeah, I love riding motorcycles. I love motorcycles. I have since I was a kid. And yeah, this video is going to be basically introducing to my bike, why I love riding, and if you're thinking about it, why you should ride, especially Harleys, because Harleys are dope. So let's go. So I own a 2021 Harley Davidson Iron 883 with a Stage 1 kit, and this is my first Harley that I got. I actually had a motorcycle before this one, but I got in a wreck. But when I got the all clear from the hospital, I knew that I was healthy. I went straight to the Harley dealership, and I was like, I'm gonna fulfill my dream of buying a Harley Davidson. Now, I've wanted a Harley Davidson since I was a kid. I remember watching Mission Impossible 2 and seeing Tom Cruise on the back of a motorcycle. It was the coolest thing ever, and I told my parents. I remember sitting in Costa Rica, of all places, watching Mission Impossible 2, turning to my parents and say, one day I'm gonna ride a motorcycle like that. As I grew up, I learned more and more about motorcycles, and I thought they were super cool, but there was something about cruisers that just stole my heart, and especially Harley Davidson. Now, growing up, I fell in love with art. I fell in love with photography as well as storytelling. One thing that Harley Davidson does really well is they focus a lot on their heritage, their lineage, and what the bikes mean to people. And I love that. It's all about the stories that those bikes tell. I've always wanted a motorcycle, so I thought of it as fulfilling a childhood dream. Then it quickly turned into something a lot more special, and that was therapy. See, when I'm on the back of a motorcycle, I feel in control. I feel like my thoughts are in line and I can focus on being free, which for someone with OCD, anxiety, and depression, that can be a hard thing to have. But when you're on a motorcycle, there's something different and it's a beautiful feeling. A lot of new riders might be asking if I was scared when I started to ride a motorcycle. Of course I was. I mean, the first time I got on a motorcycle was right after I bought my first motorcycle. I bought a motorcycle not knowing how to ride one, but I bought it and I went to a parking lot and I just tried to teach myself. And I remember I just stalled like 200 times, so many times. Every single time I would try to go, I would stall. And it sucked because it was like kind of discouraging, but I had this motorcycle and I was like, no, I'm gonna learn how to do this. And one day it just clicked, and the rest is history. Especially after the crash on my first motorcycle, getting back on another bike, especially a Harley Davidson that I treasured the moment I saw, was kind of a scary deal. But as soon as I put my leg over that bike, hit the throttle, it was just, I fell in love, and I will never forget that moment. Honestly, being on the road on a motorcycle is one of the best feelings. I have a Ruroc Atlas 4.0 helmet. I have the shockwave system in it, and I turn on some great music and I can ride. It's the most amazing feeling. It's a cool feeling too when other people see you. You know, sometimes kids will like look at you like that and be like, oh, it's a motorcycle. But honestly, everything else kind of fades away. When you're on that bike, it's kind of just you and the road, and it's a very visceral experience. And that's why I like Harleys too, is because they're a bike that you connect with. You feel the vibration of the motor, and you feel the road, and it's honestly, it rides like nothing else, but it rides beautifully, and there's nothing like it. And ooh, I want to just go ride. Now, not only was buying the Harley such an amazing experience, especially because when you buy a Harley Davidson motorcycle, there's a sense of celebration to everyone that has Harleys there, and you know, there's a whole kind of like almost ceremony that happens when you buy a motorcycle from Harley Davidson. Whenever you pass by bikers, a lot of bikers have the mentality of, oh, that guy's on two wheels, he's a brother, she's a sister, and it's a lovely thing. And you see a lot of people will put the two fingers down, two wheels down, as acknowledgement of the family of riders. But when you see Harley, guys, you always do like that little, you know, the little nod. You know, people know that you're part of that special family, and I really love it. You know, I go to my Harley dealership, Grand Teton Harley, and I'm just with friends. I'm with family, and it's a great time. One day I want to own my own collection of bikes, whether it's a bunch of cruisers mixed in with some cafe racers, some sport bikes, some adventure touring bikes, but I will always have my Iron 883. Her name is Thunder, and there's a reason for that. She sounds amazing, and I remember the day that I named her, there were some thunder clouds coming in, and I just heard this roar of thunder, and it was like almost the exact same time that I hit the throttle, and they just matched up, and I was like, yep, she's Thunder. And you know, I love that bike. I've taught so many people how to ride motorcycles on that bike. You know, it is my escape. In the summers, you usually never see me in a car, because if I can ride there, I will ride, because it is so fun. It's so freeing. You know, even just the process of putting your boots on, putting a leather jacket on, putting your helmet on, and you just get excited. And honestly, I'll even ride to church in a suit, and it kind of makes me feel like John Wick. It's really it's really fun. If anyone's thinking about getting a motorcycle, I would say do it. Do it, do it, do it. When you get on a motorcycle, you kind of understand why people do it. You see your brothers on bikes, your sisters on bikes, and you just feel this sense of unity and this sense of pride and camaraderie. You just can't help thinking, united we ride. Guys, I hope you all are doing well. I love you all. Take it one step at a time and ride safe. Ooh, I want to ride right now. I want to ride right now. It's 2:46 in the morning, and I want to ride. It is 21 degrees outside right now. It is 21 degrees, and I kind of don't care. Be right back.